The next morning, it's boom, boom, you hear just knocking at the door like loud, like it sounded like the SWAT team was at my house. The cops are at the door, guns out. My family, my mom, my stepdad at the time, is out the door, and they they see guns out, so it's like obviously serious. And they're like, "Where's the gun? Where's the gun?" They know about the gun, and I didn't tell anyone about the gun. So they go right up into my bedroom. They know exactly where this gun's at. They go right to grab all the stolen merchandise. I get charged with 110 counts of receiving stolen property. I get a weapons charge for the revolver, even though it had no bullets or whatever. It's okay. I wasn't planning on using it, but I had it. I find out this guy that's been picking us up every night was an informant for a completely different case. So this guy's committing crimes while he's an informant with children. He's using children to rob cars to fuel his addiction while he's a police informant. So him and his wife end up in the newspaper. His name's Thomas James Gallagher, who actually just got arrested recently for unfortunately murdering an 18-year-old girl in a DUI situation. But so he did that later in life, but what he did to me was wrong too. But he was in the papers for that too, and it was called like Kitty Car Thieves or something was the title of the news article. And whatever the case is, the guy he must have had some really bad luck because he ends up on the same block as my dad. And my dad is very different looking than I am. Like we have similar eyes and like features, but my dad is like a 6-foot gorilla, like bald head, like very different than me. And my dad finds out that he is TJ Gallagher on the block, and my dad, and he's talking about like, I know your son. My dad punches him right in his jaw, breaks his jaw in the George W. Hill Correctional Facility. His jaw got wired shut. They transferred my dad to a state prison to get him away from this guy. And my dad was sticking up. As much as my dad has gone, like I said the last time, has done drugs and has been in and out of jail and done some dumb things in my life, like my dad cares about me. It's just drug addiction is tough. And I lost, my family to it. I lost his like my sister Ariana, she's my half sister, but I call her my sister, and my brother Danny. Their mother Lauren, which was my dad's like basically his wife. And their parent, she passed from an overdose semi-recently, and a lot of people have passed recently. But my dad, the reason why I say that is he has a lot of problems at the moment. He just got hit he was on an electric scooter. He got hit at 65 miles an hour by a car, and he broke almost everything from his stomach down to his ankles. And if you've seen the pictures, it'd blow your mind that he's alive. My dad, on the other hand, has been shot, stabbed, lit on fire, and now hit by a car. And I could tell you each one of those stories individually, and he's still alive. The man has a wild story within itself. It's just still happening current day. My dad's story is not over. Like it's still live action. But my dad has always cared about me, and he loves me. I know that, but it's really hard to be present as a father for 32 years when your main focus is alcohol and drugs. And if you're in prison or jail, even if you're in jail, at least for that case, he was in jail for something, but then he got more time for breaking that dude's jaw. Like, I know he loves me, I know he cares about me, but it was tough.